And this is the global forecast for March 2021, brought to you by the wonderful people at AskTheAnswer.com, the UK's leading website for tarot readers, psychics, mystics and channelers. As many of you know, over the last year, both globally and on this website, I've gone out of my way to suggest that March 2021, February-March, will bring a radical and sudden downturn in the influences of the coronavirus worldwide. Now we are seeing this now. In the past, I've particularly fingered the new moon in Pisces on March the 13th this year, conjunct Neptune, as being a symbolic time where the coronavirus is going to step back and become far less of a problem worldwide than it has been at any time in the last 12 months. I still maintain that attitude. Coronavirus is never going to go away, but it's going to be relegated to the same level as the flu virus or the common cold by the time we're into September, October of this year. And this new moon on the 13th is a wonderful time for fresh starts and new beginnings, for innovation and novelty. It's a time of creative inspiration. Add to this that we've got the full moon on the 28th of March at 8 degrees of Libra, actually working in a very, very positive way with Saturn. In conjunct Uranus, yes. To a certain extent, the big thing of 2021 is the Saturn-Uranus square. And now that we're beginning collectively to come out of lockdown, the big question is going to be asked, do we want to go back to the way we were a year and a half ago? Do we want to go back to the old ways of consumerism, of mass football matches and crowds in the shopping centres and pubbing and clubbing and jumping on planes to far off beaches? And or have we learnt lessons from the coronavirus? I'm not trying to be a spoilsport. I'm not trying to say we shouldn't be doing these things. But what is it that we've learnt in this last year? What has value and worth? And I suggest that over this month, collectively, a large number of people are going to be thinking, well, do I want to continue the way I always have, or do I want a fresh start now I've got the opportunity to get re-involved in the world again? The ideas of going back to the workplace in the old systems and the old ways are going to become more and more redundant. Not so many of people are going to go back to the offices. We are going to be working from home now, probably for the very long-term future, but it'll be by choice, not need. And we're seeing the end of a lot of old ways of culture and living. And perhaps this new moon in Pisces on the 13th is a kickstart to us to actually start dreaming in new possibilities and new potentials. But it's certainly a good new moon and not a bad full moon either. And it does suggest that for the first time in 12 months, I'm able to be quite hopeful about what's coming up over this coming month and for the medium long-term future as well. So as if the Earth were one person and it were my client, and I'd be saying to them, well, as far as March 2021 goes, have an inspirational, innovative and imaginal month. Catch you later.